I was driving down the road one day and I've just been feeling very bored the past couple of days. Like, I don't have like anything going on. I needed like a project. My neighbor was selling this beautiful, I don't know what it would be called, like a display shelf or whatever, and I thought this is the perfect opportunity to make a little display shelf for all my collectibles. I feel like I like to collect a bunch of things. My main ones are Calico Critters, Sonny Angels. I like to collect Peach Riot dolls and MAC lipstick, which I know all of them are like super random. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to create an organization space, an organizational, I don't know, decorative space for all of them. I didn't want it to look like super crowded or anything, and I did have limited room. I put everything on, and this is what the before was looking like. It was okay, but I wasn't feeling the vibe. I know I needed to decorate it up a little bit, and I thought the first idea was to put felt and beautiful like lace fabric onto the shelf. I thought first I need to go to Hobby Lobby, but then I remembered my neighbor Linda. My neighbor Linda is like the best sewer ever, and she has so much sewing materials, so many craft materials, so I'm like, why not just try her first? So I went over there and I looked through all of her things. that sounds bad, but found so many cute pieces of fabric, so I went with those. And then next I headed to Hobby Lobby and Barnes & Noble's to get more items. So my first stop was Barnes & Noble's, and I was honestly just looking through all the different Calico Critters. They had so many cute options. It was so hard to decide. I was also looking at all the different sets, but I ended up going with these. And then next is Hobby Lobby. I was mainly looking for different crafts and miniature supplies to use. They had so many cute options though. I probably spent around an hour here, but I grabbed a bunch of materials and then I headed straight home to start building. First step was to remove everything from the shelf and just get it all cleared out. Next, I got this awesome display shelf for all my Sonny Angels and this one for my MAC lipsticks. Now I'm just setting everything up, and I'm going to be creating little rooms using deep frames for my Calico Critters. So first I'm using fabric to create a little floor and a sky. I decided one room's going to be a garden and the other one's going to be a school. I also got this little bird set for my kitchen set because they were just so cute, and the next one is for the school set. And while I was doing this, I received a package and it was one of my Sonny Angels, so I thought I'd open that and put it on my shelf. So it's the next day and everything's kind of looking messy right now, but at least I have a little plan going on. So we're gonna ignore this area for now and we're gonna focus on this. As you guys saw, I started doing the garden and I'm not loving how it's looking. I feel like the sky is kind of boring and everything. And then I saw this was packaged with my birds, so I'm wondering if I can just put this as a background. I don't know, because this will cover it anyways, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. Here are all the supplies I got. We got mushroom. And then I just started building. I'm going really fast, sorry about that, but first I just cut out the background and I'm using hot glue because I feel like that's the easiest and fastest thing. And then I ended up breaking off this wall so it was able to fit into the frame. And then I glued this fabric on so it looked like the ground and added some vines. And next is my favorite part, time for all the decorations. So I created this little garden and now I'm just starting to glue on all the little pieces. I was absolutely loving how it was turning out, and I got these little cats to add to it. Next, I wanted to finish adding all the fabric to my shelves, and this is what it ended up looking like. I was in love. And I also got these little mini dollhouse lights to add to the frames, and I was obsessed. So I decided to jump right into the next one, which, like I said, is going to be school themed, which I am so excited about. So first I was just taking everything apart, and then I was just getting my fabric ready and measuring it and everything before cutting it. And I honestly really love the design I picked here. I feel like it's a perfect wall background. Here are all the materials I got for the school. I'm so excited. First, I'm gluing on the little board, and next I'm cutting the yellow fabric for the floor. This was honestly way harder than I thought to glue it on, but next I'm gluing on all the little pieces, and then I'm opening up the new Calico Critters, and I'm so excited. They look so cute. Now I'm just organizing all the little pieces and it's all coming together. I am so in love with this one. I can't tell which one I like more, so you guys let me know in the comments. But I'm gluing all the little pencils, clock, the notebook, and the backpack, and of course the bookshelf. And it was kind of hard to find a little space to fit everything. Finally, I'm adding the Calico Critters, and then of course the light. Guys, I am in love with this one. I love all the little details and I feel like they look so cute. Now it is finally time for the reveal, you guys. I am so excited for you to see it. It just like, every time I walk in my room, I'm just like, okay. Anyways, without further ado,